brother and sister are taken into foster care with the chick who rooted a fish man. What could possibly go wrong? If you said they have to share a roof with a walking demonic ritual, you'd be right. It's the second feature film from the brothers from Adelaide, proving yet again that creepy shit always happens in South Australia. In Bring Her Back. Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. That's right, Bring Her Back, written and directed by Danny and Michael Philippou, following up with their feature film debut of Talk to Me. We meet young adolescent Andy and his vision-impaired sister, Piper. Their father has gone tits up in the shower and unfortunately end up being deleted. So they are taken into foster care by veteran child counsellor Laura. It did take some convincing, however, to foster the brother and sister as a package deal, as Andy has somewhat of a history of being a mischievous youth delinquent. However, Laura decides to give them a trial run so she doesn't have to split up the duo. So he better be on his best behaviour. Andy and Piper learn that there's another foster child under the same roof, who is all kinds of fucking creepy. Oliver is mute, walks around like a zombie, is constantly locked away from others when Laura is not around, and likes to chew on absolutely anything around the house. And I do mean anything. Laura seems a little bit off as well, being both overly friendly and oddly intrusive. We start to see her framing Andy every night with making him seem like he's wetting the bed, gaslighting him constantly, and exploiting the trauma from his father. However, as this happens, she grows closer and closer to Piper, clearly playing favourites with no ulterior motives whatsoever. Oh, on a separate note too, only recently Laura lost her only daughter in an unfortunate accident, and she was about roughly the same age as Piper. What a coinkydink! Also in Laura's downtime, she likes to watch old VHS tapes. Not this kind behind me, no. The kind that are death demonic cult snuff films, which of course is totally normal. It's not long before Andy starts catching on with Laura's gaslighting ways. And he's having none of it! He starts butting heads with Laura, who is a trusted child counsellor in the child protection industry, with years and years of experience and accolades. So, if he butts too hard, he may lose contact with Piper forever, considering his naughty, mischievous past. Stakes! It's not long before the cracks start showing everywhere, and we learn what the whole plan was all along. This film is intentionally uncomfortable, purposely infuriating, and confronting. It's oddly not gratuitous for gratuitous sake, even though there's some very, very icky moments. All the gore and intense scenes all have a purpose, and it leaves me with a lot of questions by the end of the film, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, how did certain characters discover this certain ritual? How did they know what steps to take in it? And how did they go about putting all the pieces together? Also, where did the ritual come from? And how many people are still practicing it? It left me very, very intrigued, can you tell? Who knows, maybe down the track somewhere the Philippou brothers will touch back on this ritual. Maybe in a later film, who knows? The Philippou brothers had a great hit on their hands with their feature film debut, Talk to Me. And I've got to say, this next film was a little bit of a step up, and in my opinion, I think it's a little bit better. It makes me excited with anticipation for what they're going to do next. And regarding the questions I had just before about the ritual, and its followers, and the law, I wouldn't be surprised if Talk to Me and Bring Her Back are in the same universe. And I've got to say, the young, eerie kid Oliver, played excellently by Jonah Wren Phillips, is perfectly unsettling and has some absolute gruesome moments. It's unfortunate that it took me this long to finally get around to seeing this movie. It's my kind of horror, honestly. It's unsettling, eerie, tense, with an occult edge. Think Hereditary vibes. I'm sure if you were interested in seeing this movie at all, you've probably already seen it. But if you are sitting on the fence, I highly recommend it. I just like talking and giving attention to really good movies. When I can. Anyway, guys, that's my cheeky little review of Bring Her Back. Write down below if you've seen it. What are your thoughts on it? But more importantly, what is your favourite occult ritual horror film? And of course, if you've made it this far in the episode, please give me a thumbs up because your love and support keeps me going, because I just love movies, and I assume you do as well. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe icon because I give it an episode weekly. And I'll see you back here next week for the next review, but until then, stay spooky, kids.